Answer me, are you near if rain should fall? Am I to believe you will rise to calm this storm?
The Humane Society was started by a group of mostly foreigners living in the Cabo area that were concerned by the conditions in which the animals were living in the community. The Humane Society works and exists only because of donations. We were fortunate enough to have a piece of property donated to us where a shelter could be built. We do rescue, spay-neuter. We provide really the only form of animal control in the Cabo San Lucas area. The Humane Society does not receive any support from the government. We don't get any support in materials or funds. We are all volunteers. We have a couple of people on staff. And again, we survive on donations, fundraising, help from the community. When an animal is reported to us because it's being abused, we cannot just go into the home and take the animal. This is one of the reasons why not only are we working with education and going into the schools and teaching humane treatment and teaching about spay and neuter. That is the long-term solution. But we're also working with the government officials to get the support needed for cases of abuse and also for cases where we have animals that are in need of rescue because they are homeless and they are ill and they are on the streets. We are working towards having a mobile spay-neuter trailer that can be placed in the neighborhoods where people can come in and bring their animals to get spayed, neutered, treated, vaccinated, etc. What you are doing, your contributions, allow us to help those people that are low income. Rescue is one of the main things that we do for the community. Rescues are done by our volunteers and by our caretaker, and also by people out in the community that see an animal in need and will bring it to us, to the shelter. We have now become a well-known resource for the community where people know that they can take injured or sick or abandoned animals. Modesta will go out and feed the animal, or the volunteer will go out and feed it for a couple of days while we gain the trust. In many cases, the animals are so ill that the rescue is easy because they really can't, they don't have the energy to run away from you. We have had many success stories of animals coming in with no hair and ending up in a beautiful home a couple of months later. In July, we were very fortunate to receive a call by Barnita Hewitt offering the help of a group out of Calgary called Positive Match. Since the end of July and to this date, we have done over 100 adoptions. Thank you to Positive Match. They are actually going into their forever home once they get to Calgary. This is an amazing resource because it allows us to bring in, it's not just the 100 adoptions we did, it's the 100 dogs that we had space for. With that comes the fact that our expenses have almost doubled. So we are going to be looking at a budget of roughly $100,000 to be able to continue the work we're doing. From this dark cold There are many ways that you can help. We have a need for people helping us in the education committee. We need people to spread the word about spay and neuter. Talk to your friends, your neighbors, everybody you see about spay and neuter and how important it is. If you're on the street and you see an animal in need or an animal that looks lost, pick it up. You can bring it to the shelter, take it to a vet. We have a very small, hands-on volunteer member base, and even though we have wonderful volunteers helping us behind the scenes, we cannot get to all the animals all the time. As a community, we need to come together and do everything we can all the time to really make a difference in the lives of these animals and of the people living around them. So get involved, call us, email us. There are many ways that you can help. And once again, thank you for your continuous support.